I'd like to talk about the book I read. Finally, I read Mishima, Yukio Mishima's The Sailor Who Fell from the Grace with the Sea. This particular translation I thought is pretty good, but the original the book is in Japanese and I don't have any access to it. So I read this. As I think I talked about Mishima a while ago too, that he has a life which is very artistic, I would say. However, his belief in his philosophy or his politics in Japan at that time, he wasn't satisfied. He worried about the future of Japan, and he committed suicide by harakiri. When I was like a college, that incident happened, and ever since then I felt like, wow, he's a kind of a scary person, and I don't want to read his books or anything. But as I trying to read more Japanese literature, this comes up quite often, and Mishima comes up. And when I was like maybe during the before the incident, I was not necessarily didn't like him, and I read some of his the book like the Confession of the masked masked man, and the Golden Pavilion. And those are, when I read it, I think it's kind of interesting. I think the story evolves, and you kind of, you enter his world, and you are intrigued to this world of. I would say the beautiful, kind of a beautiful story, and but it's also kind of a sexual and kind of a little bit awkward, a little bit how can I say it? It's a little bit scary. That's what I kind of try to describe. And so, but ever since that the incidents happened, I didn't read, but when I'm here at the U.S., I found this book. This is the English translation book, and so I got this, and I haven't read. I didn't read it for a long time, and but now I start to read, but midway, I think probably 1/3 of it became like very disturbing. Very, gosh, it's kind of a scary, disturbing scene there, which I have to stop because I couldn't continue after that. So I stopped, and meantime, the dogs bitten all these areas here that almost destroyed the books. But anyway, so I finished yesterday actually. And I have a thought on this. I think the Mishima depicts the some kind of ideal of beauty of artistic beauty, I would say, or the your belief in something, especially believes in this very patriotic, strong samurai culture, and this particular one is about the sailor. Sailor is considered to be kind of a romantic, but very man, because the sailor has to be tough and has to endure this long loneliness during the voyage, but at the same time he goes all over the world to see different things, and that's kind of a romantic. So in Japan, like Yokohama, Kobe, that's a port city, is considered to be kind of a refined, cultured, Western culture influenced place where most of the Japanese kind of look up to, because in Japan, I think there are many people are trapped in this Japanese island lifestyle for a long, long time, right? That they closed the country for 200 years, and finally, with the pressure from the U.S., they opened 1860s, I think somewhere in 1860s, and so the influx of the Western culture come in, and so all of a sudden, going to overseas, going to the world, it become very, very attractive to the Japanese people. They start to study English, and they start to long for a voyage by ship to the all over the world, and so the sailor as a life profession, I think considered to be very ideal for the man, especially for the man who thrive for the manliness or whatever, what you have to be. And so this is about that, the sailor's dream, sailor's life, and people looking up to him, and they kind of adore this particular sailor, and the sailor life itself. People adore and people love that thing. And I think the one thing for this particular book to be kind of difficult to read for me personally is to I have to deal with this violence. I think the violence is in here, and it's very, very suggestive, and kind of hard to keep on going when it's finished. You're glad that it's finished, but implication of the book is this tremendous violence at the end. So you don't feel comfortable after reading it, and I would say, I tend to recommend that people who love the literature of the violence, so of course, and as an art, I think people love this book, I would say. But people who wants to go to this world of fantasy, of peace and happiness, I'm not sure this is a book. Although you appreciate the artistic quality of the storytelling, as well as the idea of the beauty, and I think you love that. The visual image that you get from this is very artistic, beautiful, and so that's my few cents of Mishima. But I don't know. I would like to read it because it's a good book, and other books I think it's very good. I like to reread the other books that I mentioned, and sometimes, but always I became a little bit, like a fidgetly, kind of scared or kind of uncomfortable to get into his world, and but I still read it because the visual thing is very good. And I remember when I saw the TV drama, I think Spring Snow, a while ago, maybe 20 years ago. This is Japanese-made TV movie, TV film, and the particular story, it's not like highly rated or anything, but that impressed me because the way he writes about love relationship between man and woman is the always this anticipations of the that something will happen, and but at the same time during the course of the relationship, the beauty of the nature, beauty of the flowers, beauty of the snow, all over enveloping this particular story's main line, and I really liked it. And something in this one too, this notions of the sea, the romantic notion, wide open, blue sea, blue sky, going to beyond the confined Japanese island and to see other country, and you kind of romanticize the goods and the people, different culture, and all these things is all Japanese psyche that they romanticize all these Western culture, especially, or not necessarily Western, but Eastern too. That outside the country, and I think they romanticize. So that particular beauty is there. I have. I think this is my mixed review of Mishima. Okay, thank you. Bye.